Overnight, anger boiling over. Protesters interrupting town halls held by Republican lawmakers, including Trump ally Marjorie Taylor Greene, where police said they tased 2 people and arrested 3.
If you want to shout and chant, we will have you removed.
Objecting to a range of Trump policies, including the deportation of Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the man the DOJ has acknowledged was mistakenly deported to El Salvador.
Free Kilmar! Free Kilmar!
The same issue coming up at Republican Senator Chuck Grassley's event.
Are you going to bring that guy back from El Salvador?
That's not the power of Congress.
The Supreme Court said to bring him back.
As this morning, there's a new deadline in the case from a frustrated federal judge who indicated she's weighing holding members of the administration in contempt of court, scolding government lawyers for refusing to comply with her demands for information about any steps being taken to return Abrego Garcia. U.S. District Judge Paula Zinnes said in a hearing Tuesday, quote, "To date, what the record shows is that nothing has been done. Nothing." Ordering DOJ officials to, quote, "cancel vacations, cancel other appointments if needed to provide information by a new deadline in 2 weeks."
Bring Kilmar home!
Outside the hearing, Kilmar Abrego Garcia's wife pleading for his return.
Enough is enough. My family can't be robbed from another day without seeing Kilmar.
The Trump administration insists that Abrego Garcia is a member of the violent MS-13 gang, though they have provided no evidence, and he's never been convicted of a crime. The Supreme Court ordered last week that the administration, quote, "facilitate his return to the U.S." In a new interview, President Trump appearing to wash his hands of the matter.
He's from El Salvador, so that's a decision up to El Salvador.
So, Garrett, the big question here is what if the administration defies the court order, does not facilitate, that's the court's word, his return back to the United States? And is there agreement on what that even means?
There's not. There's a narrow legal fight taking place over the meaning of that word. And the judge in this case really doesn't have a lot of options to enforce her ruling if the administration doesn't comply. The most likely legal tool to be used here would be holding the government or some specific officials in civil contempt, which basically means imposing fines until her orders get followed. Criminal contempt, the idea of jailing or threatening to jail someone, that takes help from the U.S. Marshals, which report up to the DOJ, who's on the other side of this case. All of that meaning it's just not an option. And, of course, the president himself can't be held in contempt, Savannah.
All right, Garrett, thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.